would totally wear that.
Okay, take two. Ready? These are our metric prefixes. On the opening activity, which ones did y'all already think of? So I know you might have seen some. What'd you write down? What?
Kilo.
Kilo. Centi. Milli.
Mega.
Mega. Cool. They didn't say that last time. Awesome. What else?
Giga.
Kilo, centi, milli, mega.
Giga.
Giga.
Deca.
Haha, I'm running out of fingers. Good.
I like Deca.
Giga, deca, mega, milli, kilo, centi. Huh?
No.
Okay. Micro? Micro's one.
Oh,
Yeah.
nano too.
Nano. Cool, that's a lot.
I forgot.
Yeah, y'all are doing good. Anyway, they're all here. I didn't put this down here because it confuses some people, but normally I put a scientific notation guide to each. So like 1 billion watts in a gigawatt here. Here, I will write out what this says. So it's got prefixes, the equivalents, the symbol, and there's an example, but that doesn't say symbol, does it?
Symbol.
Symbol. Typo, sorry. Okay, symbol. Let's see. So these are groups of units up here, and down here we'll have parts of units. I'm not going to write the whole table, that would take forever. Let's see. Giga is a prefix, and the equivalence is 1 billion. If it says giga, that means that it's a group of 1 billion units. 1 billion units equals 1 giga unit. Giga unit. Okay. And the symbol is G. And I'll put the example right here, I guess. So 1 billion watts in a gigawatt. I know that's getting small right there. I hope that y'all can see it, virtual people. We'll see. So yeah, I'll write one more of the groups and 2 parts when we get there. Okay. So giga is 1 billion, which would be 10 to the 9th. Right, 1 million is 10 to the 6th. 1 billion is 10 to the 9th because it's a 1 with 9 zeros. 1 million is a 1 with 6 zeros. Yeah. 1 million is a capital M. So got a capital M here for the symbol, just like megabytes or whatever. 1 million grams in a megagram is what I have here. And megagram is capital M, lowercase g. And that would be 10 to the 6. So there's 10 to the 6 grams in a milligram, in a megagram. That's another way to say that. This is one of those examples of things being case sensitive, where mega is a capital M, and that means 1 million. Milla is a lowercase m, and that means 1/1000. So, interesting. We'll get down here though. We're still in groups of units, so a kilo unit means that there's 1,000 of those. So like if there's 1,000 meters in a kilometer, and that's one that I'll write up here. Kilo, 1,000 units equals 1 kilo unit. And I should have left more space right there, I'm sorry. So 1,000 meters in a kilometer is our example. So our symbol is a lowercase k right there. I think that'll be easier without writing the symbol and then the example. I'll just write the example and circle the symbol. Okay? Okay, okay. We won't see these after today probably. A hecto unit is 100 units, so 100 newtons in a hectonewton. What did I say? 100 newtons in a hectonewton. A deca unit has a weird prefix with 2 letters, lowercase d, lowercase a. What is this T here? Capital T? Do you guys know what that stands for the unit? It's the unit for magnetic field. Anybody? Cole, you remember? Capital T?
Nope.
Yep. It's capital T is Tesla, the unit for magnetic field. You know the guy that studied electricity, fought with Edison or whatever? You can't study electricity without studying magnetism. They go hand in hand. Whenever there's an electric current, there's a magnetic field around that current. So that's why he's on the magnetic stuff too.
Nice.
He's the unit for Tesla. The unit for magnetic field is Tesla, the guy.
Nice.
So 10 Tesla and a deca Tesla. And then in here, I didn't put it down because it doesn't have a prefix, but the base unit. So a base unit would be something without a prefix where there's just one of them. So a meter or a newton or a Tesla or a gram or a watt. And down here, we got the deca units, deci units. We just said deca. Deci units are the first one where it's parts of units. So 1 deciliter would be a tenth of a liter. I didn't put the fractions on here. It's confusing to some people, but I said there's 10 deciliters in a liter. That says a lowercase d. Liter's a capital L here. Centa is the next one, lowercase c, 100 centimeters in a meter. It's a familiar example. And now we're getting down to in scientific notation, the negative exponents for that. So a deci unit would be 10 to the negative 1. Centa unit would be 10 to the negative 2. So that would be, deci unit would be 0.1. Centa unit is 0.01. Like 0.01 meters is a centimeter. A milli-unit is 10 to the negative 3. So that means there's 1,000. This is a new example. You know what this stands for? This omega symbol? I'll write this down, guys, don't worry. It's a Greek letter. You may have seen it in those college people's stickers. If you've ever driven around TCU, they got the stickers on their little Jeeps, their Land Rovers and whatever. Anyway, this is an ohm symbol. It's a Greek letter omega, and ohm is the unit for resistance, electrical resistance. So there's 1,000 milliohms in an ohm. So 1 milliohm would be 1/1000th of an ohm. Like 1 millimeter, so 1/1000th of a meter. Yes, sir. Oh, you're just waving around. All right. I'm going to write down this micro one. So our next one, this will be under parts of units. Micro, that's fine, I guess. So micro is, where we go? 1 unit is 1 million micro units. And we can spell it out. Micro units. There we go. And for our symbol and example, this I'll do this separate. There we go. Symbol and example. Okay. Micro symbol is this little guy, and that is a mu. Just like I wrote it with the U, and then I wrote a little J on front. That's the way I think of it. It's a Greek letter. That's a lowercase mu, I think, and it means that there's 1/1,000,000th of that unit. So like the example I used is 1 million microjoules in a joule. So like 1 microjoule would be 1/1,000,000th, or 10 to the negative 6 of a joule. Thank you. Oh, nano is after that. And that's 1 billionth. So one of those units, no. Is 1 billion nano units. We've heard of nano, like iPod nano, nanoseconds. I think that's the example I'm using is nanoseconds. All right, nano is just lowercase n, no weird Greek letters. So 1 billion nanoseconds in a second. There we go, all right. Do y'all know any of the smaller prefixes or larger prefixes that I wrote on here? Like after you get nano, or after you get micro 10 to the 6, micro 10 to the negative 6, nano 10 to the negative 9th, what's 10 to the negative 12th? We're gonna need to learn these words because technology gets smaller as well as larger. So it's a pico, P-I-C-O. So you got microseconds, nanoseconds, picoseconds. Now that's 10 to the negative 12th or quadrillionth. 10 to the negative 15th would be femto. Let's make sure I'm getting this right, and I'll show you the. I don't think this website that I found has the symbols on it. There, and you get to learn some Spanish too, if you don't know. So pico is 10 to the negative 12th, femto is 10 to the negative 15th, and atto is 10 to the negative 18th. Unfortunately, they just have regular lowercase p, lowercase f, lowercase a on them. Yeah, very small. Oh, and I think after atto is yocto or something like that. 10 to the negative 21. And there's more. There's more. How are we doing? Are we dead? Did I miss an alarm? We're doing we're doing fine. I need to go back to the thing because there's the larger units. All right. Oh, you're making me look short here. We've got what's bigger than giga? So 10 to the 6th, 10 to the 9th. Think about your computer. If you've got megabytes, gigabytes, what's next? Terabytes. T-E-R-A, symbol is capital T. What's after that? Starts with a P?
What's the question?
What's bigger than a terabyte? Or a terawatt? Or a terameter? After tera is petabyte, P-E-T-A. And the symbol is capital P. And after that, so that's, where are we? So 10 to the 9th, 10 to the 12th is tera, 10 to the 15th is peta, 10 to the 18th is exa. We'll get into exabytes one of these days. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, and that's all I got to say about the prefixes. I will leave this up here. I will leave this up here. Both of them for the prefixes Google form that I want you to fill out. So on the assignment that says